Thank you for watching BlaXit.
Money, money,
Husband, he was born in an island called Montserrat, and I give him a big shout out because I know he's listening. And their population is 12,000. So when you say tiny island, my husband was born on an island with a population of less than 12,000. Yeah, my parents were born on an island which is the equivalent size of this, and Jamaica seen as a big island, so I don't understand what you're saying small, but you might be equating it, to the place where you are. But you've got to remember that I come from the place that I was born in, a city, and the city that I was born in was called London. And London is 600 square miles, that includes Greater London, and the population there, in those 600 square miles, is 12 million, but yet I come to a country which is 4,000 square miles with a population of just over 2 million. I don't know, I don't understand it. And I think, like I said, when you're looking from the outside in, yes, you have a different perspective. And when you've travelled, you have a different perspective. And I'm just asking people not to judge us, but just to accept us as long lost brothers and sisters that are coming back to their motherland. This is our motherland too. And this is what people have forgotten, because there's been a difference of experience, and our foreparents went through the worst and most heinous and most terrible and harmful experience ever on the face of the planet and in the history of humanity. The transatlantic slave trade, 400 years of torture, death and genocide, was met upon us. We had to give free labour. England was born off of our blood. England was born off of our free labour, forced labour. You forget we couldn't even sit on a bus with a white person. We couldn't even drink. Don't forget that's what the civil rights movement was about. We've had to fight tooth and nail for those people who are going to America, who are running to America, running to the UK, whose blood, sweat and tears did they think fought for their rights so they could even sit down on the same bus or train? It was us. It was my parents, it was my foreparents who went through the most terrible racism and discrimination. And then we come to Africa and we find white God syndrome.
We have a lot of challenges in the Gambia. If you go to health sector, education, you name them. Did you help anybody with regards to education, health sector since you came here?
Oh yeah, totally, of course. In fact, we're working on the health post in Bussorah, and one of the things that we're trying to do is, we raise some money for Canning Hospital. I just have to see the CEO for that. I've got an iLab sitting down waiting for the person to come to train us so we can implement it into a hospital facility here. We have people that have come with machines, ECG machines, renal x-ray machines last week. So we are actually helping a lot, and families. We personally sponsor families. And we've helped school. We just raised some money for Jambo School. We had a concert with ST, the Gambian Dream, a couple of weeks ago. And we're also raising money to fence the school in Bussorah. There's the school there. And in addition to that, we personally help with families. We think it's very important to make sure that children can go to school. So we actually personally sponsor families. We also make sure that families also have water. So we have like a tank system where we provide tanks so that they can have a big gallon tank as opposed to going to carry water, to like going to the water pipe that the children have to suffer. So we've actually been doing that. We're providing also economical help. We also have sponsored 3 master's degrees for 3 individuals here, and one of which you would know is Usman Toure, yes, who went to Rwanda. As you know, I did his first interview. That went global and has fantastically launched him as a great ambassador of the Gambia, and so we supported him, as you know, financially, and we also supported someone else. I'm not sure if I can mention their name because I haven't asked their permission, to also go to the UK to go and study, a master's also. And the 3rd master's degree is someone who's actually studying locally here at the University of the Gambia. Plus we have the seed program, and the seed program is where we distribute free organic seeds to farmers. and to so many different places. We worked on that project with Mansa, who's also a YouTuber, has a channel which is called Temporary World, and so we worked with him and we funded and distributed thousands of seeds to farmers so that they could have a good crop this year, and also to diversify the crop as well. So people can, grow things like kale, different types of green beans and so on and so forth, and radishes and so on. We also have 2 community farms, one which is in Jambal and one of which is in Bussorah. And so the benefit of that farm is that we provide the seeds, we provide the local wells, we provide the fertilizer and everything. The only thing they have to do is to assist with farming, and they keep half of the crop, which they can go and sell for themselves. And so, and that is our contribution to the community. In addition to that, we are also working on a borehole for Jambal School, and in a couple other areas as well. And so we also just did the clean-up project for Nima Kunku. That was Friday just gone, and we provided 50 rakes and 50 gloves. And like I said, the Westbury Methodist Church gave 122,000 towards the road. We gave, I think, 32 bags of rice during the floods, and we provide 4 petrol pumps with all of the additions to pump out the water. And we started the clean-up project of Nima Kunku to reduce the debris. At the end of the day, let's work together, right? I want to bring a pyrolysis project here, and this is what I need support with from the Gambian family that we have here. Yeah, I need your help and support. I want to do a huge recycling project. All of the plastic that you've got here is absolutely gold. Yeah, and we can change that plastic into building products. We can upcycle it, recycle it. We can turn it into diesel, kerosene. We can turn it into petrol. Yeah, so every piece of plastic on the side of the road, is actually liquid gold. So we can actually clean up the country, work with the government, work with the locals. I personally don't say, what can your country do for you? I say, what can you do for your country? And this is my country. I'm a Gambian resident. Call me a Gambian resident, call me anything else. Yeah? And I'll be happy with that. Yeah?
Sometimes when you come to the Gambia, you cannot speak Mandinka, Wolof, Jola or Fula. Sometimes you find it difficult to communicate. How do you surmount that when you come to the hinterland more?
Listen, let me give you a joke. I went to a village, and I was trying to purchase. So I was like there, and I said, "Kaidaima," as a na kilo pompateo. And so, right, and the woman said to me, "Which one do you want to buy?" I said, "What?" She spoke back to me in English, and this happens so much. And so sometimes I'm like, "Nyatala," and they'll answer me back in English. So I'm finding that English is more prolific here than I ever imagined that it would be. So the obstacles that I face is that I've been learned to listen more, so I can pick up more than I can speak. So sometimes when people are actually talking about me, I understand, more than they know. But don't tell anyone that. I don't want anyone to know. I act like I don't understand anything.
It's like people are listening and they want to have their say. Let's have our first one. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
It's like that one is.
Hello?
Now? Keep Justice Bella. Okay,
But he has a question that you need to tell him.
Yes.
He said when you were coming, did you any research as to exactly, for example, Punta Kintes from Difference from Yomi at the North Bank. So when you were coming, did you do any background research as to which village actually you are from?
Yeah, we tried to. We went through a university website called UCL, and you can put your names in there, and then it will tell you where the slave owner and the ship was. And the problem that we had is that the ships docked in 4 locations. So you would have what they used to call Fort James, and then it would then dock at the next place, which might be Bunce Island, and then it would dock at the next place, and it would go down the Gold Coast collecting and then sailing off. So it's very hard to trace exactly where, but I know what I look like, yeah? And I went to Kerchacombe, of all places, and I found someone who looked exactly like
you
in Kerchacombe. So that's the closest I've been to is Kerchacombe.
And because I said the word London, say Mandinka was, do you decide that? How do you find out
where London comes from?
Actually, can I just say that one of the settlers in London, or let me say England, actually did come from West Africa, and that was actually, I think, on a program, a documentary by the BBC once. So that was quite interesting. But I have a book which shows all of the African words which actually form the British language. I've got it at home, so it is quite interesting. And I'll give you an example. In Jamaica, we say nyam, yeah, which means to eat. Yeah. So when I say more nyam food, yeah.
Similar to our Fula language, nyam.
Yes, exactly. So there are similarities already. Not only that, you have meat pie, we have patty. Yeah. And even the foods we eat are very, very similar. We fry our fish in the same way. That's why it's easier for us to integrate.
You can be calls if you have.
Yeah, let's have next talk. Hello?
My Chief Justice,
Hello? Hello? Now?
Thank you so much. I miss you.
947 512 947.
I told you I'm a celebrity.
It's a Kujabi.
Hello?
I'm a Kujabi.
Hello, man. Tanande? What do you have to say? You have something in mind which I don't ask you.
And you want to tell the Gambians?
Yeah, I'd like to say that I'd like them to support us, in terms of our automatic citizenship campaign. I want them to automatically see us as Africans and to support us in our integration program, which is a 2-year program, which includes learning the language, learning the culture, being integrated into the village and into the family, and afterwards being afforded citizenship, because it would really enable us to invest more, keep our money in the Gambia, yeah, and help to build and help out infrastructure. We all know that after the colonials left, they did not help come and build anything here. And so this is the reason why we must come and help build what we can together here. And together, if we unite, we are all Africans, we are all one people. If we can unite and they can help to support and push forward that agenda and make us, you always made us feel welcome, so I'm not even going to say anything about that. There are a few individuals, that I'd like to say I'm not even going to listen to them because they're not even worthy of my airtime. So those people that are positive and progressive and Pan-Africanist and understanding that we are one people and that we were taken against our will, not by force. Slavery was imposed upon us. And so we would love to have stayed here, okay? We would love to have stayed here. So, help us to return home. Please give us the right to return. That's what we're asking for, is the right to return and to live here harmoniously and, in peaceful coexistence with our brothers and sisters and teach us the language. Please speak to us in Mandinka. Speak to us in Wolof.
Say bye to one of our local languages, Mandinka, Wolof.
Okay, I'd like to say Katora. No, everybody heard what the president said. He said it doesn't matter where you come from, as far as you're a black man or a black woman, let's add in woman here, you're an African. And he also said that no one can take our Africanness away from us. And I want everybody to make a meme or make a t-shirt or something that says no one can take our Africanness away from us. Let's be proud to be Africans, all of us together, because we've had an identity crisis for far too long. And it's time that we had an identity unification. Let's come together.
That's all we have for today.
One nation, one Africa. Thank you, BlaXit family. Please keep watching and remember, follow your dreams.
Purchase your tracks today.
Emperor made this.
today.